Hi, I wanted to share a little bit of my experiences for my recent trip to Istanbul, Turkey, with a little bit of comedy and some entertainment for you all. So, one of the first things was I traveled with a gay friend of mine, and we'll call him Casey for the stories throughout this clip. He was quite funny. He was definitely a very masculine gay. I kept teasing him, saying, "You're very bossy. I don't see you being with another man." He didn't like that because I was attributing gender roles to him, and gay people don't like that. So it was kind of a joke along the way. Very bossy, very controlling, but he made sure everything was okay, like many men do, which was great for me. So we thought, with all these terrorist threats going on, all these warnings that a lot of folks there are not fond of Americans at the moment, we had to come up with a story. What if we get kidnapped? What are we going to say? A gay guy, me being a divorced mother of two, we had to come up with a story so that we would not look negative upon from the Islamic community. So we thought if we get kidnapped or questioned, we're going to say we're a married couple, two children, and we live in Canada, not America. And if for some reason they see our passports, they find out we're American, they may ask, who did you vote for? And not really supportive of the president. Casey would say he did not vote for Trump. And if they asked me who I voted for, my response would be, I'm just a feeble young lady. I don't believe in voting. I don't believe in women's rights. And my husband did the voting for our family. I did not vote for anyone. We thought that would bode really well with them. So once we got there, I think one of the most comical things that happened, a lot of you that know me, my bladder is quite small, and so I usually have to find public restrooms often. We were in an area where we got a little lost late night. We came across the street that was full of commerce. It felt like Las Vegas on steroids, but outside. Lights everywhere, stores everywhere. We were looking for a public restroom. Came across a hotel. Thought hotel will have a restroom for sure. So I snuck in. Didn't see anyone sitting at the receptionist desk. Usually, when you stop at the receptionist desk, they want to make sure you're a paying guest. So I didn't even bother to ask. I just saw the universal symbol for male and female. It looked like a restroom symbol. So I walked towards that direction. And then come across a wash basin that's about 1 to 2 feet off the ground. It's very common for public areas there to have these types of settings so you can wash your hands and feet before prayer time. So I thought, okay, the restroom must be around here somewhere. I looked all around in that area, couldn't find one. So it was that wash basin and a prayer room adjacent to that, and that was it. So I had a few choices. One was to go back to the receptionist area, ask for the public restroom, but then I might be asked if I'm a paying guest, which I'm not, and then I'd have to leave. Second option was to just ask for forgiveness and use the prayer wash basin to take care of my business because nature was calling. And unfortunately, I did the latter because I really could not wait. So I asked for forgiveness from all the gods above, and hopefully it's not an issue. But then I come outside and told Casey what happened. He was mortified. He thought, what if there's video cameras in there? What if someone comes after us? But we had to do what we had to do. And what else happened? Oh, another thing was food, customizing food. A lot of people did not speak English. So customizing food just kept failing us miserably. But yet, me being American, I kept trying. We went to a restaurant where we ordered Turkish pizza. We tried to get no meat. So we understood the parts where we wanted vegetables. Somehow we conveyed that successfully. And then there was bread waiting at our table. I wanted butter with my bread. Who wouldn't? Except for people in Turkey, possibly. So we asked for butter. We looked up the word on my iPhone. I showed him the phone, and he said, oh, yeah. No problem. He didn't say no problem, but he conveyed that butter will be no problem. So we wait at our table. The butter's not coming, but the pizza's delivered. We look at the pizza, and we think, oh my gosh, it's drenched in grease. Oh my gosh, he put the butter on the pizza as a topping. And we saw how much butter was taken over that area. It was a large amount. So the whole pizza was drenched in oil, butter, grease. And we tried to eat it with soaking up the butter with napkins. It just did not go well. So my KC was thinking, how, Nishi, are you going to keep trying to ask for specific things your way? So I still wanted butter for my bread. So I asked for butter anyways on the side. And they were completely perplexed. Like, these people are ordering butter on their pizza. They want butter on the side, and then they bring over a butter. The plate was this big, piled this high with a stack of butter. I don't think they knew what we were doing with it. We were trying to put it on our bread, but by that time it became a comical thing. We didn't want more butter, but we were wasting, and it was just not good. except for it gave us a good laugh. What else? I mean, trying to order coffee there or lattes and trying to be creative. You know, here I can go to Starbucks and say I want a single shot, grande, extra hot, no foam, latte with non-fat milk. No problem. There, trying to order just a coffee with just more milk was not successful. Tried to do that over and over again, and it would just keep getting stronger coffee, and it was a nightmare trying to order things like the way you want them. So I learned to accept however things are coming to me, just take them. So it taught me humility. And there was moments where we'd be at restaurants, or even if we were looking at carpets, people were bringing you tea and coffee often. We would take their offer because a lot of people get offended if you don't accept their offerings. So we'd be drinking tea and coffee, we'd be done, and then they'd come over and say, would you like more? We're trying to communicate, no, we're done. They'd, and start pouring more. So we'd be sitting there for a little bit longer because what do you say? They're pouring you more, you don't want to waste it and offend them. So we were just, I feel like we found ourselves in situations where we were sitting drinking more coffee and tea than we really, really wanted to, just because we could not communicate clearly that we did not want anymore. What else? Other than that, yeah, it was a great experience, but those are some of my funny stories I wanted to share.